Hi, Lori. How are you today?
Hi, I'm a little tired.
A little tired.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I'm doing good other than that.
Okay. Why are you tired? What's going on?
I don't know. I don't know if it has to do with all my health problems or I just had a really long day at work, so it could just be that. I don't know, but I've just been really tired lately.
Oh my gosh, that sounds terrible.
Yeah.
What's been going on since the last time you and I talked? And we can talk about work and all that stuff. So give me a background.
Okay. So I went to the doctor, and we ran some tests. She said she's still really concerned about a lot of things like my blood pressure and the prediabetes and my weight. So we were trying to think of some things of how to get that under control. And so I think maybe that stressed me out a little bit because obviously I want to be around for Allie. And then, but at work I went and I talked to my boss and I said, look, my health's not doing well. I need to be home more for my daughter. So we've been working on my schedule to see if maybe instead of working every other weekend, if just once a month or possibly not having to do weekends at all. He's going to see, what he can do with that. And then I'm going to start going in a little bit earlier so that I can be done earlier in the evening, so that we have more time to do things and it's not just get your stuff done.
Right.
And Allie and I are doing okay. We're still working on it. I'm starting to just kind of come to terms with, maybe I won't ever know what's really going on. And that's okay. Maybe that doesn't matter. Tantrums still happening. But I don't feel like they've been as intense.
Okay.
So I don't know if that's her or if it's how I'm handling it. I don't know.
Okay. Hearing a lot from you. I'm glad that you and your boss are trying to work on a schedule that's better for you and for Allie. Definitely don't want to forget about talking about your health because I'm really interested in what your doctor's saying and because I want to keep you here as long as possible. I'm sure Allie does too.
Right.
But first let's talk about Allie's tantrums, and you've been saying that they're a little bit better. So how have you noticed that they're better than they used to be?
I think like the durations have been shorter. It's been more of like maybe 5-minute kind of thing instead of like 15 minutes. It doesn't seem, she still gets really upset, but I feel like the amount of times that it's like a full blown on the ground is like reduced.
Okay.
I don't feel like it's quite intense, and when I'm walking away, I'm not as worried about her hurting herself, because it's not quite to that level. I don't know if it's because we've been spending more time together, or if it's because I'm walking away and giving her that time to express her feelings. But we've talked about it. I tried to ask her when she comes home, how was today?
Okay.
And if it was really stressful, then, I try not to be so hard on the homework. But, I can't just send her back to school without any homework done.
Right.
And I'm going to be getting calls like,
exactly.
Lori, come on. So
that could probably just add more to your stress level, and we don't need that.
Yeah. But, I'm trying to just not put so much stress on her and saying, you have to do it right now. You can't do this until you have this done. I'm trying to kind of also give her the responsibility of, what should you be doing, instead of me saying you have to do this.
How is she, because she's 13, right?
Yeah.
So, how is she handling, that's an important age.
Yeah.
Where you're just getting more responsibility just by being a teenager
Right.
and stuff like that. So how is she handling getting more responsibility from you and others?
Yeah, I think she kind of likes it.
Okay.
Like, I think it gives her some kind of, like, she feels like she has some sort of power, or control, or I'm not sure. But I worry that it's going to stress her out, having too many decisions to make.
Okay. That makes sense.
But, yeah, I don't know if that's just me worrying as a mom, and I should let her decide. I don't know.
It's definitely complicated raising a teenager.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm hearing that things are going better,
Mm-hmm.
which is great. And you also mentioned earlier not accepting, kind of not knowing what her diagnosis is. I don't want to say what's wrong with her.
Yeah.
What her diagnosis is.
Mm-hmm.
Are you really okay? Because I was maybe sensing still, like, as a mom, of course, you want all the answers.
Mm-hmm.
So would you be... What's another way that maybe you can find out answers and be more at peace with the situation?
Yeah. I mean, obviously, I want to know, and I think the reason I want to know so bad is because I want her to better understand what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's fair to her
Mm-hmm.
to not to know, because at 13, I mean, I think she realizes that what's happening is not okay, but she doesn't know how to express it. But I don't know. I mean, I just hate taking her out of school for more tests and more tests just to get a different diagnosis.
Right.
And I don't want a really big label to be slapped on her that's not real,
Mm-hmm.
you know, or that isn't going to change. I mean, I know she's been through a lot.
Yeah.
You know, so, I don't know. I just think maybe if I kind of back off of it for a little bit, give her some time to go through this preteen new body change kind of thing,
Mm-hmm.
and then maybe just do my research and find somebody who's really qualified in that area.
Okay.
And maybe we give it one last shot. If we don't get what we're hoping for, then we kind of try to move on otherwise.
Okay. As long as you both are on the same page and you both are making the decisions together and you both are in agreement and and it works for your family. Because at the end of the day, you guys have each other, and I think that you're doing a great job, as I've stated to you in the past, of raising her as a single mom. And it's really strong because you want to make sure that she's getting everything done and her schoolwork getting done and your health, and it's just so that's why I love our conversations, because I feel like I just want you to get it all out there.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So back to your health. Let's take it in that gear. What has your doctor said?
You know, when I went in this last time, she said that my weight's still the same, and she wants me to lose 20 pounds before she's comfortable with it. And I just feel like that's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how I'm going to do that. And then she said that I just need to be really, really cognitive of what I'm eating. And, you know, I don't know. I think she said that I needed to start taking my blood pressure more.
Okay. Has there ever been a time in your life where you had to monitor what you were eating and monitor your blood pressure and monitor your intake of stuff? Food?
No, I used to be all skinny, and I used to be able to just do whatever I wanted, and I think that's what got me in trouble.
Those were the days.
Metabolism slows down, and you just, yeah.
Okay, so this is what I'm hearing is fairly new to you.
Yeah.
Having to monitor your intake and your exercise and everything like that. Okay. have you ever had to help maybe a friend who's been overweight or on a weight loss journey? Or have you...
My mom, when I was growing up, she always kind of battled with, the weight issue, and she had diabetes.
Okay.
So I probably should have known that it was possible for me. But I just, when you're young, you're like, that won't happen to me. So I worried about her a lot, so I used to help her walk, and we would, we'd swim a lot. I used to swim a lot when I was younger.
Okay.
But, I just don't really have the time now.
Okay. So swimming, from what I hear, is a fabulous way of exercising. It's low impact, good cardio. Does Allie like to swim?
Yeah, she loves the water. Yeah.
Okay. So I think that sounds like a great avenue, maybe something to explore.
Yeah.
What about other activities that maybe you could do to roll everything into one, so that you could maybe like get on a healthier lifestyle and include Allie? Is there something that maybe you'd be interested in doing that, or something to explore?
Yeah. We said we like swimming. She likes running. But as you can tell, it's
not
we're not running. But what else do we like to do? I really enjoy just walking and hiking. Like, I could walk for hours, I feel like, just because it's so soothing. And I think, although Allie prefers to run, I think she kind of enjoys when we have our nice evening walks.
Okay.
When they happen.
Baby steps.
Yeah.
So I'm hearing that you think she'd definitely be open into it, but open to exercising with you in a fun way.
Yeah.
I think both of you would get tremendous outcomes, wonderful outcomes from that. Bonding. You could both use it as bonding time.
Yeah.
I think that's a great start.
Mm-hmm.